It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
Well, welcome to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian edition, and we're here at Kia of LaGrange on on Lafayette Parkway.
Yeah,
and I don't know where I am. Anyway, I was just looking right before we went on the air because we were on video. You can watch us live online at eagle1023.com, and I realized I didn't take my jacket off, and I said I'm going to look weird with a jacket on. And I looked over, and you're wearing a sweatshirt, so I guess winter's here.
It's finally autumn season. It feels autumny today.
It does.
It feels very autumny. It's been a very warm October, a very warm summer, so it's good to hear. I've lived most of my life up north of the Mason-Dixon, so this is supposed to be cold this time of year, and it feels good today.
Well, there you go, and of course, Lafayette Christian got an open date, not knowing you were going to get an open week. But how much preparing were y'all doing before you found out that game wasn't going to happen?
Well, we went into the week preparing for a game against Central Fellowship Christian Academy over just north of Warner Robins, and I actually talked to the coach on Monday, and they at that time were prepared to play the game. We had watched film on them, we had game planned, and we're ready to go. And Tuesday we get a call, and they said we need to cancel. They kept on saying cancel that game, but when you got a game like that, it's a forfeit.
Yeah.
So we get the 2-0 win. But we just assumed go and earn that win. So it was kind of a team management type of week. We had to extend out our practice schedule and things like that, and we're able to throw some things in the practice schedule that you kind of start to have to take out as the season progresses, and get some time to work on some skills again that you've put away since summer training when you get the extended practices and things like that. But it's kind of mentally gets the kids out of that. It was a game we thought we could win. We should win. So it was disappointing in terms of that. But our kids still showed up. You wonder, who's going to be sick, in quotes, and air quotes don't work on radio, but we had our personnel there. And those who were they're sick, we got a little, at this time of year, there's all kinds of bugs going around school, and we had two kids in particular that were not feeling well, but they showed up at practice anyway, and that was that speaks to the preparation of the willingness to prepare for our team. We didn't put them in pads, but they're there and they're watching everything, they're listening, and they're at the meetings and all that we have to do. So they're wanting to play. They're wanting to get better. They're wanting to improve. And of course, we had a good practice yesterday. We didn't take the day off. We just practiced yesterday instead of having a game, which was disappointing. It was hard to kind of get going, but they did. But it was a chance to prepare, and we've spent a lot of time on the phone with the league and making sure that we shore up the rest of our season. And it's a private school league. Things work a little bit differently in that, and sometimes you can get that. This is the second time we've had a team forfeit to us. You can debate the reasons of how and why that happens, or talk about it, explain it. It's just a lot of talk. So the fact is that that's what happened.
There you go. And of course, now looking ahead, Twigs is up next.
Yeah,
that's going to happen. Be at the Cougar Den.
That's right.
Coming up at 7:30. This Friday night, and that one's a go. No forfeit on that one, so y'all are ready to go.
Right. And we actually talked to them this week. They said if we have 8 guys, we're coming.
There you go. And so they're going to be ready to roll, and they're a tough team. You've played them several times, and we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about that and several other things, as well as we're talking Lafayette Christian football right here on Saturday Morning Quarterback live at Kia of LaGrange on Commerce Avenue on LaGrange.
Hi friends, Jess Slichter here with Kia of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times. Between the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at kiaoflagrange.com and help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title, stock number 19215. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Welcome back here to Lafayette Christian Cougar Saturday morning quarterback edition here at Key of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. I guess because we got our chicken biscuits today from the Chick-fil-A on Commerce Avenue that I got Commerce stuck in my head. But we're here on Lafayette Parkway, Key of LaGrange. Glad to have you here talking with Coach Nate Shaw as the second-year head coach of Lafayette Christian. Of course, you weren't here last week, right? Was it last week?
No, I was up. It was my dad's birthday last week. I got some tickets to Georgia Tech, and we went to see the Ramblin' Wreck. Well, they had an early kick, so it just parking in Atlanta is crazy. So we had to
exactly. But we survived without you and had a good show. And
well, thank you.
I enjoyed the conversation, and it worked out nice. And wish your father a belated happy birthday. And so did Georgia Tech win?
They did. They beat Georgia Southern. That's like 38-27 or something like that.
Well, you got to see a good game, so everybody was a winner. So there you go.
That's right.
Now we're looking forward to next week, which will be Twiggs Academy, and of course that game is going to be at 7:30 home at the Cougar Den. It's going to be a lot of fun, and y'all are right now trying to schedule one more game to wrap up the season, right?
Well, we're just trying to make sure that we keep everybody. Twiggs is down on numbers, and when I say if they may show up with 8.
Oh, okay.
So we have all we've been.
You meant that seriously, not figuratively.
We meant that seriously.
Okay,
but I think that speaks to Coach Barnes over at Twiggs Academy that he's willing to travel for that and fulfill commitments and things like that. It speaks well to what he's trying to do over there. And you have really low numbers, and it's one of the reasons you play 8-man football. But that is extremely low. But we've been on the phone a lot last week, this past week, just securing everything up and making sure that spending time with the league, making sure we get a game because we want to go into the playoffs with not 2 weeks off,
right?
And we're confident that's going to happen. We know Coach Barnes is a good guy, and they're tough kids, and they'll probably get some of their injured players back by the time by Friday rolls around, so we'll be okay.
So basically, if Twiggs Academy, play that game, and if you happen to be do everything right and you win that game, you're in the playoffs.
You're in the playoffs,
and if you lose, you're out. But
right,
we don't look at it that way. But it's one game. It's pretty much the extension for the seniors. I mean, you say, look, guys, this is how important this is. We've got to make this happen. And then after that, it's win or go home every week.
That's right.
So I guess it started now.
It is starting now. We're in playoff mode, and we have been because we had in playoff mode isn't always winning. Making sure that you pile up your region record. All that's what you want to do, and we have a small region, so that's not a lot of games. But you want to build that momentum. We went on a 7-game winning streak. At the end of the last season. Not all those. Only 2 of those games were region games. They were important. And they had a real playoff atmosphere, but really every game we played had a real playoff atmosphere because we just needed to maintain that momentum. We picked up a little momentum. We improved our record from where we were after the Colonial Hills game. And I thought we actually played fairly well against Colonial Hills. We had 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns that you don't want to necessarily complain about, but it would have been nice to have a long offensive drive, shorten up the game, give them less opportunity on offense. But we did some really good things, and actually that's a team we may face again and have to go play in the first round of the playoffs. And so, we're excited about that and that opportunity, but we want to put those wins together, gain momentum going into that game, and then have to play a team that we had a battle against, and they had to really battle and play well to beat us. I think that serves us well. I think we've been in that position before, and we'd like to be in it again.
There you go. We're gonna take a short break. Come back. We'll wrap up here and talk about Twigs, talk about the playoffs, talk about Lafayette Christian School, and give you more details about what they do there, as well as we're here with Coach Nate Shaw, and I'm just doing everything wrong today. Nate Shaw and I'm Coleman Weiss here live at Key of LaGrange, Lafayette Parkway. Come join us. It's Eagle 1023.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times. Between the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And with prices like these are not gonna last long. Come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Welcome back here to the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback show here at Key of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. And Nate Shaw, Coach Nate Shaw, here with me, head coach of Lafayette Christian Cougars, and we're having a chance to talk Lafayette Christian football. The next game coming up is Twigs Academy, and that is this Friday at the Cougar Den here in LaGrange. You got to come out and join us for that 7:30 kick. Going to be a lot of fun. If somebody would like more information about Lafayette Christian, the school, the football program, any of that stuff, where should they go?
Well, you can, of course, go to their website, LafayetteChristianschool.com, or you can pick up the phone, 706-884-6684. I just had a blank there on the number. I never actually called the school, but I do know what the number is.
Well, it's like almost everything I have now is in my phone, so right. Yeah, it's just didn't happen. But we are looking forward to a big game. It is win or go home at this point. They win, they go into the playoffs, and then same thing about going through the playoffs. If you get on a run, you very well might could string off 4 games back to back. That I guess the new season has begun.
That's
and,
right.
Put that whole season behind you. You got the new season going forward, and you got to just do the best you can. I know that you're excited about some of your younger, your junior high team.
That's right.
Really had a positive year.
Well, currently we have about 11 8th graders on our middle school program, and they also compete in 8-man football and GICAA, and they're undefeated to this point, and they just had a playoff game. And I have a little middle school playoff. And we hosted a playoff game. We must have had, a couple hundred people at a middle school football game, that we hosted, and it was a nice turnout. They won 56-36, and we're talking about building the program. We're building from within. Sometimes people think private Christian school, you're looking to absorb players all the time from other high school rosters, say Troop or Callaway or LaGrange, local schools, maybe even Meriwether County schools or Hurd or Harris, but that's not necessarily the case. We like to build from within. We accept those players. At times that they come, it doesn't happen that often. but we want to build our own program and have a feeder program for ourselves. And it's proven. Coach Jared Pike, second-year teacher over the school, is his second-year coach in middle school. He's got some experienced assistants with him. Chuck Redmond and Alex Dixon have done a great job of coaching those boys up, and it's kind of in the situation we are last year. When you're in the 8th grade, you're basically the senior of middle school. I don't let them say that too much, but it matters. Age, experience, and strength matters, and it's proving and having success for them there. And we want to keep that class together and move that up through the ranks and start to put 2, 3, 4, 5 of those classes. You talked about Troop County. Troop last show was talking about sustainability. Coach Glishman was talking about sustainability. And we're looking to do the same thing as well. And our feeder program through our middle school program is that really that key. And it's a lot of fun for the kids. The kids are having fun this year, and that's really, football should be fun. And winning is fun, but keeping when you have those seasons that aren't as successful as others, it can still be fun. It's all in how you place it, and especially in middle school sports. Keep the focus on where it is. Go out and try to win those games. If you don't win, what did you learn from that? And our coaches have done a great job over the years, really training up players. You look at some of our seniors now. Jess Hill is one of those kids that's come all the way up through our program. Even Nick Spittler, even though he hasn't played a lot of varsity, played a lot of middle school, and was trained up very well in that middle school program. That he's had a lot of success here as a senior.
There you go, folks. Get out. Let's root on the playoff team that Lafayette Christian Junior High's got going. Also, make sure you go out for Twiggs Academy this Friday at the Cougar Den here in LaGrange at 7:30 Friday night. Root on the Lafayette Christian Cougars as they take on Twiggs, and this is win or go home, as they say. So get out there and make it happen. Coach, have a safe trip. I know that this is the week that you get to travel the state of Georgia with a whole bunch of wonderful kids, our future leaders, and I'm sure those future leaders are well behaved and never give you any problem, are always attentive, and I know that it's a special trip, and I do wish you well, and prayers to have a safe travel there and back. And of course, also I know that you're going to be probably on the phone to your assistant coaches going, okay, got that done. And so anyway, we'll talk to you next Saturday, and good luck.
You bet.
Thank you. All right, folks, that's it for us here. We're enjoyed the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback show here live at Key of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway. We'll see you back here next week as we'll have more Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback for you right here at Key of LaGrange next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hi, friends. Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're